That's the future right there.
Come on, Ricky. Hey, nigga can't doubt you.
Last performance wasn't too good.
You said what?
His last performance wasn't too good.
Hey, he won, right? I mean, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. You're right.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Williamson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. No gain on the play. On second down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun.
What the fuck? They didn't let him done.
In the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said they need to start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. On second down now, Swift. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Down and 12.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his net. He's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. DJ Waddle coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, 3 turnovers. Should have been a foul. See, one thing about us, we could turn it around though.
Here's J.K. Scott now.
And
no room
about
for error here
niggas.
as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
We need a block though.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he can't field it cleanly.
Oh, no.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. Or that could have been trouble.
I'm so weak in the game out of pocket.
But sometimes for the punt
They
return,
shouldn't even let my nigga do that. Why he ran from the ball?
It's cool, G. I mean, it's cool, G. But so what, bro? They should let me get the
somehow
ball.
the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Kramer. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Williamson escaping the pressure. And here's another interception.
pass, man.
Third of this first quarter. Picked up by Troy Pride. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he stopped immediately there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna throw another one, I promise you that.
Linebacker there to make the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You need those.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that
Bro,
gonna be
what the
incomplete.
fuck, bro?
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All right.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Come on, that defense. I'll do the same
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And this will make it into the end zone.
He wasn't iced though, so it's all good.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to his knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Running is swift, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Go pick him up in that agency.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25.
Ooh.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field.
2-4 got to get that block though, G.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jonathan Taylor is the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least
Come
one
on, it's
offensive line
0-0 right now.
My bad. We simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now the second down throw on target.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williamson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 82.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Oh, no, I didn't. I wasn't even looking for him. We was looking for the first, to be honest. You say he was open that time, too?
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
He lost something.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
He ain't playing
Although
like
they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Flushed out right. And he's got Bennett. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball.
We gonna hit the nigga every chance we get.
When to back off, pull off,
injuries on.
Hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now a toss for Swift.
Hey, I'm on.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year? And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Oh, he fakes a spike. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williamson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Williamson eluding the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh my God.
And that'll be incomplete.
Oh my God.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
In our heads, we lost this game, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 14.
Taylor.
And the Vikings.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down, Williamson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Oh, no.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Williamson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
We got Drew Lock. Remember, I got to change that.
Game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've
been
excited
to go to Philly, though, man.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Looking to throw on second down. Williamson, flush to his right. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
This nigga Dave stupid.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion.
Follow the comeback.
Zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
24. Packers 8.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So that's all you need. 2 more, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run once more with Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 3rd down. Williamson. He'll let this go deep for Rook. It's caught.
All right, Kevin, we got to need more than that, G.
Touchdown, Vikings.
complete.
Henry Ruggs, 71 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Come on, man. Hey, subscribe to the channel, man.
To boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Get you up in here.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
You see that shit? That nigga said you the Vikings.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Come on.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home.